Okay. All right. Let's talk about it. Why do I have so many ink pens right here? Why? Why do I have so many pens out here? Okay. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. So let's see where this new build is. So I'm looking for new build communities right now for my client, just trying to get them into a payment where they want to be. So my client has given me a number where he's going to be comfortable with his payments. Oh, shoot. Okay. Does anybody have any questions about real estate, getting approved for a mortgage, relocating to Arizona? Let's talk about this particular home right here, okay, that I'm looking at. It is a 2-story, 3 beds, 2 baths, 2 baths and a half, okay? And 2-bay car garage. And let's see what it has. The upstairs have the secondary bedrooms. And let's see, the first floor has an open layout. Let's see. Oh, the upstairs also has the multifunctional loft. Okay, so how many of you all like to have a loft? I mean, a loft is good for, like, say, entertaining. It's also good for relaxing in. A lot of people use the lofts for different things. Okay, so let me pull this brochure up so I can really get into the details of the elements and features, okay? So you're literally going to have your pickleball court in the community if you want to get into a house that has all these amenities. And I'm talking like a fitness center, clubhouse, your pool, all of the things. A playground. For those of you who have kids, hold on one second. For those of you who have kids, and let me see here. So I'm a real estate agent in Arizona. If anybody's looking for a house right now, I would love to assist you with your home needs. Okay, so anybody looking for a home right now, I would love to be your agent. I'm trying to see where I can find the comments. Is anybody commenting at this point? Anybody have any questions about Arizona getting approved for a mortgage? Relocating to Arizona. I see some of you are on. I would love to hear from you. If you have questions right now, what I'm doing is I'm looking at new build communities for my client and just trying to see, they want to make sure that they have certain things that they can do in the neighborhood. So that's the thing. When people are moving, they're not just moving into a house, you're moving into a community, okay? So you want to know what's nearby. Are there trails? Parks, if they want to be, going to the movies. Some people don't want to drive for, 20 minutes to get to certain things that they care about. Let's look at the different floor plans. So each floor plan has a different layout. Okay, so you have your 4-bed, 3 baths. You have 4 to 5 beds, 3 baths. Let's see, 3 to 4 beds, 2.5 baths. For this particular community, 4 beds, 2.5 to 3 baths, 3 beds, 2 baths, 4 to 5 beds, 2 to 3 baths. And there's all different square footages in there, ranging from 1,400 up to over 3,000 square feet. Okay, so there's something for everybody. So if you want the big square footage, definitely. If you want the next gen suite, so with that next gen suite, it's just it's a full living space. It's almost like having another apartment. So you could have either a child there, a family member there. A lot of people use it for income. So they'll rent out that next gen. So it literally has everything in that suite. So it's like a mini apartment, okay? Um, so let's see what we have here. Oh, okay. So it comes with your Ring Video Doorbell Pro. It's going to come with your whole package, with your whole the networks where you can get everything, the smart home connected. You're going to have your let's see, your Honeywell thermostat, energy efficient windows, your LED bulbs. Um, Gas heater, your EV charger outlet. So, a lot of people a lot of buyers want these things, with their home. So, you definitely can customize your home to have everything that you want. So, that is the amazing thing about getting into a new build community is that you can get a lot of things that you see other people have. You can get those right there, in your home. Okay. And a lot of the apartment communities have all the EV chargers and all that. Well, guess what? You can get that too, in your home, built in your community. Okay. Um, Sometimes people care about school, so you definitely, if you have children, you want to be near specific schools. We can get you into a new build community where you get, we can check the schools out for you, and if it meets your ranking qualification, we can definitely get you over to see one of these beautiful, amazing new builds right now. I mean, they're building like crazy. So I will say there's something for everybody. And a lot of the new builds are offering all types of incentives. So closing costs, a lot of them are offering um, lower interest rates than you would if you were going through traditional lender. So it's just, yeah, and a lot of them are offering a lot of concessions. So I would definitely say, definitely reach out to me if you're in Arizona. If you are not in Arizona and you need a real estate agent or you want to go into a new build, don't go by yourself. You want to be able to have an agent to negotiate for you, because keep in mind that agent that you walk into the new build, they're working for that builder. So they're not going to try to get you a lot of things covered and a lot of those concessions that you may not know about unless you're working directly with an agent. Okay. So don't try this alone. I wouldn't recommend it. There are people that do it alone, but studies have shown that if you use an agent, it's likely that you're going to be able to save more money. So most definitely, if you're in Arizona, reach out to me. My links are in the bio. If you're planning to move to Arizona, I would love to be your agent. I just recently started. Hi, hey, big boy, what's happening? It's going great so far. I just started a relocation community, so join my Patreon community. I started that, and it is going to be exclusively just for those people that want the hands-on support. You want to connect with me on a one-on-one level. I will be doing a lot of different behind-the-scenes things in there. So I really just want to cultivate something special and unique for the Patreon group. Okay. So excuse the dry lips today. I usually would have like chapstick or something like that, lip gloss, but it's because I went walking this morning and it was like, was it 100 degrees? It was close to it. It was very close to 100 degrees. So I did all the precautions. I drank the fluids and all that. But, sometimes there's nothing you can do. It's Arizona, so certain things are going to dry out in the desert. So we just got to stay on top of it. So, but thanks so much for coming on here. Does anyone have any questions about relocating, what it takes to start over, getting connected to a real estate agent? If you're planning to do this by yourself, why are you, what's your timeline on moving? Okay. Let's get you pre-qualified. If you have questions about what it takes to get pre-qualified, the difference in getting pre-qualified versus pre-approved. Basically, getting pre-qualified is pretty quick. All that we need is a pre-qualification. We can start home shopping for you right away, okay? So I will connect you to my loan officer, or if you have your own preferred lender, that's fine as well. And we're just simply they're going to go over questions, basic questions. How long have you been in your job? If you have income, are you a cash buyer? Hi, I love me. Are you a cash buyer? How's your credit? How do you have any assets? How long have you been on your job? Any bankruptcies? Do you have any money saved for down payment? Those type of things. They're going to go over basic profile with you. Whatever you tell them, then they're going to calculate a pre-qualification number. We can start shopping for homes based on that, okay? And then after that, you know, to get the final pre-approval. So once things are rolling, you find the house and everything. When we get ready to get you everything going to underwriting, you want to get that pre-approval. That pre-approval is going to require you to submit documents. So you're going to need to turn in pay stubs, W-2s, 1099s if you're working for yourself. You're going to need to submit those things. Proof of any 401k. If someone's going to be giving gift money to you, you want to be able to put your hands on those documents and get ready to turn those in so we can get you moving to the next stage, okay? So that is the difference between a pre-qualification and a pre-approval. Now, say, you know, we're shopping and you find the home that you really love, okay? So we're going to, at that point, you know, we can submit an offer to the listing agent, okay? So we're going to submit an offer to the seller. And at that point, if they accept the offer, you want to try to have some earnest money. A lot of times it can be like up to 1% of the home. So you do want to try to have some money saved up. Now that's going to be applied towards your closing costs, but you definitely want to have some earnest money. And that's just good faith, showing that you're serious about this house in the event that there were other buyers going out for this same home, okay? So you're going to have your earnest money, okay? And then boom, okay, once we get everything accepted, moving and shaking, now we're going to go on to the appraisal. Appraisal can run you anywhere from $500-800 or so, give or take. So you want to make sure we get the appraisal done. Hopefully the value comes in, okay, so we can go ahead, and that's going to be what the loan amount is based off that appraisal, okay? So once the appraisal, the inspection's done. Okay, the inspection, we're gonna make sure that, the inspection's first. Make sure that everything looks good in the house. Then we're gonna do the appraisal. So with the inspection, it's gonna be checking for plumbing, wiring, leaks, all of the things, checking your appliances, checking the water pressures. So you're gonna make sure that everything looks good with the house. Then we're moving to the appraisal, okay? So at that point, once we get the appraisal, inspection, the appraisal, those things will come out of your pocket. So that's why I said you want to have some money saved up in the event that we do find a house that you really want to submit an offer in, okay? So sometimes when people using down payment assistance, I'll say if you don't need it, you know, I wouldn't go out for it if I didn't need it. But if you absolutely need it, just keep in mind sometimes that will likely affect your mortgage payment. So a lot of times it's increased by a couple hundred, $200-300, which at that point, you know, over time, that's going to add up. So that's why I say if you don't need the down payment assistance, then you don't need it, okay? So, but that's why you want to reach out to me. So right now I have relationships with some great communities that are offering 2% towards your closing costs, okay? So that is going to help you with, you know, that down payment. So definitely try to reach out to an agent, specifically me if you're in Arizona. And actually, if you're leasing right now, if you're renting, we will try our best, and I'll work with the loan officer for this to try to push your first payment back out as much as possible, okay? Your first payment, we'll try to push it out because sometimes people have to do the lease buyout. So say if your lease isn't up until December, but you want to get out of there. You know, you find the perfect house because by then it's the holidays. You could be hosting Christmas or Thanksgiving if you do those, if you celebrate those things. It could be at your home. So I would say let's connect, okay? Reach out to me if you're in Arizona. I would love to be your agent. My number is 480-251-3174. You can book your consultation. The link is in the bio. Also, if you would like to join my Patreon community, it is an exclusive VIP community, and it's going to be for those people that are relocating to Arizona. We're going to support each other, lift each other up, build each other up, and because so many people that are moving, they don't have the support, okay? They have the naysayers. They have the people that are not, hi, Evo, Carolina, hello. They have the people that are not in support of them making a big life change like this, okay? So a lot of people come to Arizona for peace, serenity, depending on where you're from, and depends on what age you are. So a lot of people, I would say If you're, I'm just thinking with just seeing the statistics, a lot of younger people, they may think it's too slow. They may think Arizona's too slow. They want to be somewhere like a big city or Dallas or Houston. Well, Arizona's not like that. It's not one of those cities. So people come here because it is a little bit slower paced, and a lot of people here are just like you. You're going to have a lot of transplants from other places, so you'll be in good company. So, it's one of those places where you'll go a whole day and you may not meet one person from Arizona. I mean, going to the store, anywhere you're going, anything you're doing that whole day, you are liable not to meet anybody from Arizona. Okay. So, and that's cool. It's like our neighbors are from like the Midwest and stuff. So, and I'm from the South and the Midwest. So I've kind of a nomad. I've lived a few different places. So that's the thing. It's nice to be in good company. So, that I would just say is like one of the best things is that I don't feel like there's cliques here per se, because there are people in smaller cities that feel like, they run that city. You've been you live in one of those cities where people run that city, where there's 4 or 5 families that run that city, and it doesn't matter what business you try to do or anyone tries to do, everybody's got it on lock. You know what I mean? Have you lived or you experienced that before? So yeah, so I don't feel that here. I feel like people can come here and start and open up a new business or start something new and still have a chance to get ahead. So I think that's a great thing about Phoenix, Arizona overall. But how old am I? I'm almost 50. I'll tell you that. I'm almost 50. How old are you? How old are you? I'm almost 50. I'll be there in a little bit. I'll be there at 50's door very soon. Okay. So yeah, how old are you, Evil Carolina? How old are you, Evil? Um, so yeah, nobody's ever asked me my age on here. Oh my God, 11. Oh, you shouldn't be on here. So, but anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and shut this down because looks like we've got the bots in here. I don't know what's going on, but anyway, I hope everyone has a fantastic day, and I'm going to shut this down. I have to get dinner started, and I hope everyone has a fantastic day. Again, I would love to be your realtor if you're planning your move, your relocation to Arizona. If you would like to join my Patreon group, I would love to have you. Okay? Be blessed.